Like I say, one of my tactics was basically that there would be a guard post and there'd be a line of trees and it'd be forest on all sides, right? So you go past, so you go through the guard post and then you round the bend, and then there would be a cannon right there looking down the road. And basically, anybody that shot their way past the guard post would round that bend coming up, and the cannon would be sitting right there, and then they would just keep firing. So, like I said, there's a few times when I was like, yeah. Like I said, most people didn't have cannon and automatic machine guns and everything I had. Since I was the government and the military, I had all the cannon, I had all the machine guns. So basically, these people would bust their way past the guard posts and they round that bend, and then boom, and the other cars would swerve and get past and try and make it up there. Like I said, if you did make it to the cannon, basically you were met by automatic fire of 50 caliber machine guns and dead. Took them quite a while to take down some of my some of my bunkers that were up in there. So the guard post was just a test thing. If you shot the guard or shot at the guard, he could duck and dive down. And we started using bulletproof glass and all that kind of stuff at the guard post shacks because they'd go and they'd drive through the gate. And then that was basically, okay, that's the way they're going to play it. So then they round the next bend, and then there's the cannon, and the cannon opens up on them. So anyway, they're driving a bunch of cars, a bunch of cheap cars and stuff like that, nothing significant. So we basically took out car after car, basically up the road. And the cars that did make past, like I said, then come the 50 cals and the Gatlings. Mostly 50 cals, but yeah, enough to basically flatten anyone inside of a car. So anyway, yeah. So that's basically what was going on in Germany, pretty much. And like I said, when they came to kill my people, they found a few surprises. Like I said, most people didn't have 50 cals, and most people thought, oh, it's illegal, or oh, they don't have it. It's like, oh, yes, they do. Yes, they did. Getting past that guard post was just a test. Like I said, that's one thing about me you'll notice about LS and Lucifer Star is it's always a test with you. It's like, yeah, it is, I know. Like a stupid guard post, you just blow through it. And most people do, and then they come up on the cannon. Well, you know, you're not supposed to break through the guard post. That's why the gate's so breakable and easy. It's like, then there's the cannon next. That's why you're supposed to ask. You're supposed to get permission for things. Anyway, you're supposed to work for me. So anyway, yeah. So basically, you're trying to take down a lot of things in Europe, and like I said, I had a lot of bases. I had a lot of bunkers, and all of them had cannon, and all of them had machine guns. So anyway, they keep trying my defenses, like poking at them, basically. Eventually, they start coming through the woods, and then they do a little bit better. So anyway, eventually they do get into the bunkers, of course, but they lose a lot of guys first. They were very secure, very well built, and there's always a back exit to most of them. So I don't ever let my people get cornered. So they basically surround you. You close the doors, and you go down inside the bunker, and hit the button on the way out, and it blasts the tunnel close. It'll take them weeks it would take them weeks to dig it out. So anyway, very, very safe, very, very secure, very, maybe even a little bit paranoid I was. So, I mean, my people lived, so my people got out of there. Anyway, so, oh well. So, yeah. Anyway, so basically that was happening. However, JFK had no idea how secure I was and how well prepared I was. I'm somewhere around 1800 or 1700 or probably 1700, 1600 to 1700, 1500 basically. I get myself all nice and ready and snugly in with all my machine guns and everything else like that and cannon. And we basically build all these bunkers and we just lie in wait. And it's everyday paradise, just kicking it there until someone eventually blew through those gates. And then it was on and cracking. And they killed a lot more of them than they killed my people. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, so that's what was happening in Germany and stuff like that. And and then eventually, and there'd also be the Yahoos just walking through the jungle and basically with guns shooting people, and then they were also killed. Like I said, they were hard and secured positions with hidden bunkers and all that kind of stuff. I was very, very secure and very, very safe with all my bunkers. So, anyway, yeah. They're safety houses, basically, for the government, so people would find them. So, anyway, usually the wrong kind of people. I mean, the roads would say, do not enter, blah, 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 so they already knew not to go up that way, and then they would anyway. And the guard shack would turn around and head them back, send them back, so. Anyway, and basically they were just houses and basically research sites, so there wasn't really much in there, really, except for a bunker, and basically maybe a mine or something like that. It was just stupid. So they lost a lot, 30 or 60 people or 100 people just trying to find out that, oh, it's a bunker, that's it. Yep, that's it. That's all it was. So a lot of people died to get nothing. Anyway, they did have communication systems and all that other stuff and some other stuff. Some trinkets, blah, blah. Basically just normal, boring stuff that you'd find inside of a house. Nothing particularly significant. Maybe some memoirs or some letters to someone, I don't know. Some pictures, I don't know. Nothing much, really. So nowhere near worth the 120 or 30 guys it would take to actually breach the defenses. So anyway, so that's what was going on. They went through a lot of people, basically. It wasn't really a war. They were just attacking hardened bunkers like idiots. Eventually, they start attacking the water sites. Like I said, I know where all my water sites are vulnerable, so I had them all hardened and with guards and everything like that. And eventually, they would be attacking those, trying to dump basically anthrax inside the water system. And they caught them and they shut the valves and basically stopped the town from dying. Oh. Anyway, there were two systems and there was valve downstream. We had thought about it. We knew it was a place. You know, if they were going to try a breach, they were going to try it there, and all that stuff. So anyway, that was the main water inlet or whatever. You could. That's where the water treatment or whatever happened or something happened. Basically, there was only a couple of one of those or so, and they hit one of the hardened ones. So they found them dumping bags inside of it and stuff like that after they shot their way in. And someone hit the safety control valve and shut down the gate valves, which would automatically close. Basically saved the whole 3 towns downstream from dying, because that was the water supply for all the towns. So, and we had already thought about that. If someone poisoned the lake or poisoned the waterway, we could hit that button and shut the gate valves. As I said, very, 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 very secure, very, very safe. Germany was well built. I love Germany. Germany was my favorite site. Like, I've invested huge amounts of time and effort and money into that place. And it worked. It worked. The people lived. So I didn't anticipate for someone psychotic like JFK, but it saved my people. You know, so hey. I'm a lucky star. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, I built all those mines, all those water systems and everything else like that. Invested huge amounts of money and time and effort into those things. I really cared about my people. That's why I'm the number one civilization builder, because I think strategically and also safely and all that other stuff. I was thinking someone was going to poison the lake or something like that. I didn't think they were actually going to hit the what's called that particular site, because it would be easier just to dump it in the lake. But whatever, it's more concentrated if you dump it in there. So whatever. They found them dumping bags of white powder inside the water system. And the fish were dead, so obviously it's something bad. Oh, anyway, I don't really know. Anyway, they called it the Nazis, but basically, you know, probably JFK, Jimmy Carter, someone like that. Basically trying to take out Germany or something stupid. So anyway, like I said, they shut the gate valves. The people that came up to check on them, it was just a couple guys, like 4 guys or 6 guys or something. They came up to what's called, and they hit the valve, the big red button. So anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much what was going down in Germany. So anyway. Oh well. Shrug. Anyway, like I said, eventually Nixon was inside the White House, and he was very much a paranoid, delusional freak. Like I said, if anybody knew, like, I mean, JFK had basically carpet bombed Germany, carpet bombed other places.